Hello everyone. It is time for another episode. I believe this is episode 5 of my Final Fantasy VI low-level game series. Now, excuse the messy hair, that's kind of a typical thing with me. Now, I will explain this again because I keep getting ignorant comments on YouTube when I upload episodes. Someone's saying that they wouldn't do this challenge, that they would just level up their characters and have experience times 4 on them. And yes, you can do that if you want an easy playthrough for the game. Don't do a low-level challenge. A low-level challenge is for experts who know a lot about this game. A low-level game is for two reasons. First of all, if you want maximum stats, you have to keep your characters low level before you get the espers, so that you can then level them up and get the stat bonuses with that esper equipped. Particularly, you want to make sure, if you're just going for maximum stats, you have to wait until you get Bismarck and Zone Seek, because Zone Seek will increase your magic by 2 points upon level up, and Bismarck, which you get automatically when exiting the Magitech factory, increases your strength by 2. So if you have Zone Seek and Bismarck, you can increase your strength or your magic. Strength increases physical attack damage, and magic increases your magic damage from all your magical attacks, and probably increases the amount that your cure spells heal as well. However, it's important to note that if you want maximum stats for all of your characters and not just some of them, you have to not level up your characters until you have obtained all 12 characters obtainable in the World of Balance before the Warring Triad encounter. And this is hard to do. A low-level challenge involves dying a lot. It's for the patient. It's for the nerds. It's not for everyone. So, yeah, I just wanted to point that out there because this person keeps commenting and they're basically saying they would never do this challenge, like it's stupid and everything. And like, look, if you want the best stats, you do a low-level game. Or if you want the challenge of trying to beat the game without leveling up your characters, then do that. Low-level games are nothing new. However, Final Fantasy VI uniquely rewards you for this, because you can then later on decide to level up your characters and make them very powerful in a way that you can't do if you're just leveling during the normal course of the storyline of the game. I just wanted to mention that one more time because it can't be said enough. But let's be real. The low-level game challenge is hard, but it's also very funny. The fact that you can have level 6 characters that are destroying bosses. And if you should watch the first 4 episodes if you don't believe me. Also, there's a little bonus episode where I finally obtained the Gigavolt rage for Aspirin. So Aspirin is this one water enemy that has the Gigavolt attack. So if you have to encounter it randomly on the Veld and use Leap with Ga to get it. But I did. So now I'm going to get started actually playing the game. I just had some explaining to do about why I'm doing this low-level challenge. But this is going to be a good episode. I have a feeling. Okay, so here I'm at the title screen, and I'm going to load the game here. We're going to load our save file here, and we are on the Veld. Okay, here we have Cyan, Sabin, Ga, and Edgar in our party here. And so Cyan and Ga are level 7, Sabin is 6, and Edgar is also 6. Okay, that's good. So they're all level 6 or 7 at this point. That's actually really good. So we're going to go to abilities. I'm going to show you, let's see here. Let's see, where Aspirin. This is the rage. It's of extreme importance. So I'm just going to show you. Let's go to our configuration, make sure everything is okay here. And if you go to boost, you'll see the encounters are on, but the experience points are set to 0. Yeah, experience being 0 means that the characters never level up. Now, the real challenge is, can I defeat the final boss, Kefka, with my characters all below level 10? Maybe. It's going to be a challenge. So anyway, here's a random encounter. What we're going to do is we're just going to, yeah, we're going to use tools here. Okay, now, yeah, wait, why is the game frozen? What happened? Why does it say Edgar Tools over there? Uh, this is weird. I just encountered the strangest glitch. I was trying to select the auto crossbow, and then all of a sudden, like, the game's just frozen. That's weird. That's extremely weird. It won't respawn. I'm pressing the. Oh, what happened? Oh, okay, it unstuck itself, and I have no idea why. Anyway, we're going to use Aspiran. Now we're going to use our auto crossbow, and we're going to, well, I mean, that wiped him out. The Gigavolt usually wipes the opponent out, just saying. Gigavolt is extremely powerful. So basically, God, the character with green hair, if you know nothing else, know this. He has green hair, and he is going to be my Pikachu. He's going to be Pikachu because he's going to use electrical attacks. Also, let's change him as the display character because this is going to be our character. This is going to be our real character here. He's a lot of fun. So now we're going to go here. We're going to dive into the falls, and we're going to travel through the water here. See, this is how you travel because we have not obtained the airship. The airship, in order to fly around where you want with the airship, you have to first obtain it by going through the opera, but then you can't fly with the airship where you want to until you escape the Magitech factory, and then you can have Setzer in your party. And Setzer is actually super cool. Did you see how I did 1,440 damage against that thing? That's because water enemies are usually weak against electricity. Like, dude, this is actually like super cool. This is just really cool. So you can see this part here is going to be easy because we have electrical attacks and we're dealing with water enemies. So this is just going to be super awesome. I really hope people watch this. I hope people watch this one. This is live on Twitch right now as I'm doing it, but there's going to be recordings. So don't worry, there will be recordings. I post this to YouTube and off to my Facebook as well. Sometimes I'll take my favorite 10-minute clips and put them on TikTok. Wow, I am actually really impressed with the amount of damage I'm seeing here. Raging Fist. Okay, not bad. Dude, these characters are actually really cool. Yeah. See, it's really what it is. Well, okay, here's the thing now. At this point in the game, well, actually throughout the whole game, you want to pick uh later on, like you're gonna want to pick characters that are the higher levels. And what I mean is, so you're not leveling up your characters, but some characters will be like level 7 or 8. Those are the characters that you want to be choosing for your party members because of the fact that they have more hit points, and with more hit points, it's just easier to survive in general. Um, Although there may be exceptions to that later on down the line. Yeah, it's really cool. We're actually fighting a lot. See, these water enemies, I have the rages for all 3 of them. Now, one of them doesn't do much. It's really Aspiran that is important here. Aspiran is the one that has Gigavolt, and let's face it, if you have Gigavolt, you really don't need much else. Not really. Although Templar and I forget the other one, Darkside, as well as I think it's either Anguiform or the Actinian. One of them has Blizzara, so you can do electricity, you can do ice, or you can do fire with Templar. But really, what it comes down to is that until you start getting the magic learned from the Espers, Ga or Gao, I don't know how you say it, is your only magic user because he can use rages and he uses magic without the cost of any magic points. So he's just like really overpowered. He's level 7, but he's way overpowered. So here's what we can do. Let's see here. All right, now is there anything I want to buy in this town? Let's talk to this kid. Okay, so yeah, here are some here are some relics. The white cape, we have 9 of those. They're just good because they raise your, evasion. But then we want to make sure that we need to buy some items here. We definitely need to buy some items. So we're going to wait, are there any ethers? There's no ethers here. Ethers are essential. But right now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to buy like 10 sleeping bags and 10 tents. That still leaves us with enough money to buy a lot of other things because we're gonna be buying all of the ethers we can. And you may think it's silly. Why would you buy a bunch of ethers? Well, the reason is your characters gain the ability to start learning magic. However, there's a problem. Um, because you can't level up in a low level challenge, um, your magic points are low, meaning that you only have like one use. One use, sometimes 2 uses of your spells. For example, Fyra takes 20 magic points, Blizzara takes 21, and Thundara takes 22. So if your character has 44 magic points total at their level, then you can only use Thundara twice. Now, Thundara is important. Okay, now this guy helps us escape without being seen by the guards. He's a very helpful man. That's nice. Yeah, because the ship goes to Figaro, but the Figaro is under guard by the Empire, and you can't let them see you. So that's part of the story too. So now we've made it to South Figaro, and now that we've made it to South Figaro with our characters, we're going to proceed. We're going to go through the cave, and these enemies that were in here were kind of tough when I first was here with Celis and Locke, but it's not really as much of an issue right now because we have a 4-character party. We've got Sabin and his blitzes. We've got Bushido by Cyan. We've got it all, man. We've got all the good stuff here. So I shouldn't have any trouble getting through this cave. But yeah, the low level challenge, as you see, I have not leveled up any of my main characters. Now remember, the playable characters in this game, there are 14 playable characters, not counting temporary characters like Bannon and Leo, that only take place for a very short portion of the game, and then you lose access to them permanently. And then there's Shadow, who comes and goes like the wind. He comes and goes when he feels like it. He's part of the story, But Shadow, you have the option to let Shadow die permanently, and then he never comes back, which is actually really kind of strange if you think about it. It's very strange. Okay, there's the recovery spring. So we've recovered all our characters' hit points. They don't even have magic points yet. But we made it through the South Figaro Cave. And you're going to notice how I save frequently. And part of that is because you saw that glitch that happened earlier. If a glitch happens and the game crashes, I really don't want to have to redo my progress. So I save to the point of obsession. I want to make sure I don't lose my data because I've spent a long time. I also, when I end my streams, I happen to have a bookmark on my desktop to where the save files are stored on my computer. So I actually back up the whole uh, folder into a zip file of where all of the files are. Actually, wait, I just realized. Well, okay, first, yeah, I'm gonna go through here. I'm gonna go, yeah, we're gonna go to Kolingen. You have to go underground. You have to go underground here with Figaro Castle. It goes under the sand, and then it goes over here, goes underneath the mountains, all the way over to the other desert because it can travel through sand. So there we go. That's how we get over to the other side of the mountains because we don't have the airship. Once you have the airship, it kind of becomes obsolete a little bit. So now we're still in the castle though. Oh, this is weird. Oh yeah, we have both Edgar and Sabin here. I happen to include those characters here, forgetting that. Let's see. Okay, we have auto crossbow, noise blaster, bypasser, flash. Okay, that makes the enemies blind, and drill penetrates an enemy's armor to deal severe damage. Okay, so we need to buy one drill. Okay, yeah. The drill is like one of Edgar's best weapons. Like it's just generally a really good weapon. So you want to make sure you get it. Okay, now we're gonna buy our ethers. As much as it sounds crazy, you want to buy as many ethers as you can afford here. So I bought a lot of ethers, and this holy water that cures the zombie status. Normally, I don't buy these. I'm gonna buy them, and you're gonna understand why later. Phoenix Downs and Holy Waters come into the story later on, and are you don't need them if you're playing normally, but you will need them for the low level game. I know it doesn't make much sense right now, but trust me, it will. Let's see here. So here, I know there is a scene here. Yes, we're going to go here and we're going to rest in the bed, and you're about to see why. Because there's a little scene that takes place here. There's a little scene here. So Sabin goes to the throne room. Okay, he's going to sit in one of the chairs. See, he's the brother of the king. So he's going to think about his mom and dad that are dead, and then in comes oh, this is a flashback from the past. It tells what happened in the past. It's about the night that the former king died. Yeah, so the king is dead. Dad couldn't have. Edgar, there you are. Your father just said he would entrust Figaro to the two of you. Those were his final words. You all make me sick. Everyone's saying that the Empire had Dad poisoned, and the only thing any of you can think about is who will be the next king. No one's even sad. None of you probably cared when mom died after we were born either. They're just as bad as the rest of them. Empire murderers, they won't get away with this. So apparently the Empire poisoned their father, the king, that just died. That seems to be what's going on here. The Empire has a habit of, well, specifically Kefka has a habit of poisoning people. I wouldn't doubt that Kefka probably poisoned their father, just like he did the people of Doma. That was in episode 3. They flip a coin. I won't spoil the story here, but that coin is actually very special. You'll understand later on. If you don't know the story of Final Fantasy VI, you haven't played this game, then there will be spoilers here. So it's been 10 years since that happened, and the king died, and then Edgar took over the throne. Well, I'm glad those brothers are getting along. Okay, so that's great. So part of the reason I went through that scene is because if you don't, then whenever they come back to the castle, they're gonna then Saban's gonna do that thing where he wanders off, and that's kind of annoying. So here we go. We've reached Kolingen. So here we are now. This okay. I'm gonna show you something. We're gonna go. This is the desert, and we're going to fight enemies in the desert until we encounter a very special dragon. I'm just gonna show you. This dragon is easy to defeat. Let's see here. Right now we're fighting sand rays. And do you see how extraordinarily useful Edgar's auto crossbow is? It's one of the best attacks in the game, especially. Oh, look at this. We're gonna use one of the holy waters. Use the holy water on the fossil dragon. Look at that. He's dead because if you make the zombie alive, they're dead. If you the only way to kill the dead is to make them live. Trust me, I know it sounds weird, but it's true. So anyway, here we go. Let's see here. Now here, it's interesting because there's a door here, but there's no way to get in there. But I do know that that comes in place later on in the story. But for right now, let's go in here, and you will notice something. If you go here, here's Shadow. We meet again, and he's just like, leave me alone. And then there's this dog. Okay, I wouldn't talk to that guy if I were you. He's an assassin. He puts the ass in assassin. That's what he does. Okay, so that guy doesn't do anything, I guess. Um, So anyway, is there a shop? Okay, yes, there is a weapon and armor shop. There is. Okay. So let's just see if there's anything here. So we just want to make sure our okay, we're gonna buy this because it's a weapon for Locke, and he's not in our party right now, but he will be. In fact, the game will actually force him to be part of our party later on, so you'll see what I mean. Now, these scrolls we could we could ignore. Uh, yeah, These scrolls we can ignore because only Shadow can use the scrolls. But at least we have those weapons for Celes and Locke. And let's see here. I will ignore those things for now. Let's see, what's this? And there's just more items there. But we don't need any more items. We have all the items we need. But coaling in comes into play later on, because later on, once you get to the world of Ruin, in coaling in there is actually upgraded weapons sold there specifically for Setzer. Now these enemies you fight against are really not much of a challenge. Wait a minute. I still used holy water, and I didn't actually mean to do that, but it was because I used it that one time against the dragon, but then that changed the auto attack. Yeah. But yeah, so here we go. I mean, so far I've made pretty good progress so far because let's see here. I'm gonna save again because I've been streaming for 26 and a half minutes. And okay, there we go. So we're going to be going to Zozo, and Zozo is kind of a weird town. It's actually very weird. Yeah, these enemies are not much of a challenge when you have Gigavolt. The only time you have to worry is when uh, Gog gets KO'd. It's not really a concern. Mostly what I do is I just fight the random encounters as they come along. So I'm gaining more gold. That's the way to do it. And then if he does die, then I just use a tent which revives and brings all characters to full health. Oh look, he has one hit point. Gigavolt. Raging Fist. Fang. Okay, that's incredible. That's actually really incredible. Like, dude. That's crazy, man. He has he has one hit point, but he's still alive. That's actually really funny. But I'm going to just use a tent. First of all, we're gonna sort the items. We're gonna sort the items, then we're gonna use the tent. And it's easy to get money in this game because you just keep fighting the enemies that occur randomly. Okay. And we're going around the mountains here. Yeah. She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming round the mountain. She'll be coming round the mountain. She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. Yeah, that's an old song, but I should totally make a Final Fantasy themed parody of that song. That would be cool. So anyway, this is the town of Zozo, and there's a lot of weird stuff here. There's some strange enemies, and for the most part, we can just fight them as usual, or we could turn random encounters off. We could totally do that because in order to find Terra and get the first Magicite, then we're gonna have to fight a boss, and that boss, I fought that boss on my iPad. I did a low level challenge on my iPad because the Pixel Remaster is for multiple platforms, including iOS. Now we're gonna go here. We're gonna set this to 6, 10, 50. Yeah, 6, 10, 50. And then we're going to go here and we're going to open this chest and we're going to get the chainsaw. Not because we actually even need the chainsaw. I mean, we have the green-haired wonder here to just electrify things. But for the sake of getting the achievement on Steam for getting all of the treasure chests, we're going to need to collect every treasure chest. So that's part of it. I already have most of the Steam achievements for most of the other achievements, but it's just important to do that. Now there's a Hilgigus, and he just killed Gao. That's not good. That's not good at all. So here's what I'm thinking I'm gonna do. I'm going to destroy the Hilgigus here. We're gonna wipe him out, and then I'm gonna have to turn the encounters off because it's kind of annoying. We're gonna want to save time here. Okay, that's good. So I'm going to turn the random counters off, and that's F3, or in my case, function F3. Because my laptop is weird, I have to use function F3, otherwise it will change the volume. Instead of changing the encounters. But normally that's what you use to turn the encounters on or off. So what we're going to do is we've turned off random encounters because right now fighting the battles isn't what we want to do, because if we're going to fight the battles, we want to at least gain magic points for our APS are called, for learning our spells. So we'll be coming back to Zozo later on anyway, but so here's what we gotta do. We gotta find Terra. Now I know where Terra is. She's at the top of the building. So I've played this game before, so I already know that she's at the very top. We just have to keep going up, and there's a certain way you have to do this. And I'm just checking for hidden items. These guys are super annoying. It's funny, you can back them up like that. That's funny. Okay, anyway. So here's what we got to do. We've got to go up. Let's collect any chests that we find, like this one. Brigand's Glove. Okay. Now I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah. We have to go back down here because we have to jump from one window to the other. We have to go over here. All right. Yeah, we're gonna quick save here. And it's interesting because you can go and you can talk to this guy, but he doesn't have any useful information. And then we're going to go up here. We're going to collect a high potion, but we can't actually hold any more of those. It's funny though, they're empty. So the point is just that because the game keeps track, you have to, yeah, okay, switch. So we have collected 2 of the items, the hidden items, and there's only 2 in Zozo. We've collected 2 out of 7 treasure chests. So that's, because I'm going to have to go back and collect everything, is what I'm going to have to do later on. The seconds are invisible by 20. Yeah, that guy is not helpful either. Most of these characters are not helpful. They're just all kind of weird, and they're all like just dressed like bandits. Okay, so anyway, is there anything here? I don't think there's anything important here. We just have to go up the stairs. It's just kind of what we have to do. Okay, so what we're going to do here, we're going to go up here. We can see the boss guy there. Okay, Burning Fist. So now here's what we're going to do. Before we fight this boss, we're going to make sure we equip all of our characters with the best we have, including the Burning Fist. We've got everything. Now we have two earrings on God because that increases his magical damage, which is important for his Gigavolt. So it's gonna do a lot of damage. So we're gonna quick save here. We've got all our best characters at the moment. So we have to fight Dadaluma. Dadaluma, yeah. Okay, we're gonna use the drill, Edgar's drill, and then we're gonna use Saban's Blitz. We're gonna use the Aspiran Rage, and we're going to try to, yeah, we got Gigavolt. It's not bad. Gigavolt did almost 800 damage there. Drill did some pretty good damage too. Gigavolt, yeah, like we're doing good damage against this guy. It's actually kind of a recipe for success. Now, Saban and Cyan with their attacks are going to randomly attack an enemy, as is Gao. Gao, you don't. I'll call him Gao because Gao just sounds stupid. So we'll call him Gao. Um, okay, yeah. And here's the thing is, right now I just have auto battle on. Oh, we defeated him. Like, we defeated that boss, and I didn't even have one character get KO'd. You see how powerful that Gigavolt is? That's why even if you're doing a low level challenge, as long as you have the Aspiran Rage and you can use Gigavolt, it's not going to be much of a challenge. So as you see, Gigavolt is one of the strongest attacks in the game. And for level 7, I have no doubt that if Gao were leveled up and his magic increased, we could do 10,000 damage. 9,999, that's the maximum damage you can do with an attack. But you could do that with Gigavolt. No trouble. There's no question about it. Now here, we're in this room. Now pay attention here. There's some Herm sandals, and here's that. And let's see here. Yeah, there are some chests. But yeah, we've collected some chests here. Oh, look, there's Terra. Terra's turned pink, and then and then she flew here. So let's talk to Terra. And then Terra's like all weird. She's pink, and she's like, "Hey, I don't know what's going on. What's it, guys?" Yeah, okay. So here's the old dude. Here's Raina, the old dude. Okay, this girl's your friend, I presume. Uh, Terra, is she okay? So her name is Terra. Terra, interesting. Oh, and then Terra is like gets out of bed, runs around. She's pink. She's got super speed. She doesn't know how to control her powers very well. Her life is in no danger. She simply used a power she didn't know she had, and it overwhelmed her. Now her body won't listen to what she's telling it to do. As for myself, I am Rama, the Esper Rama. You're an Esper? Espers live another world, right? That doesn't mean there's anything stopping us from living in this one. Espers come in a variety of forms. My appearance is similar to your own, so I can live here as one of you, without fear of anyone discovering the truth. Yeah, okay. Why you not tell people you Esper? Humans and Espers are incompatible creatures. Ga hear fairy tale. People Espers before live same place. No, that was no fairy tale. That was the truth. Humans and Espers used to live together in harmony, at least until the War of the Magi. The War of the Magi. It took place long ago. Humans fought Espers who had been infused with magical powers extracted from other Espers. So here's where um, Yeah, I think it goes. I don't know if it goes through the little scene here or not. It may go through that later when we come back for Terra after the factory. Yeah, so here's where Rama explains the sealed gate. The gate to the Esper world where the Espers are living. Those who were captured are still held in the Empire's Magitech research facility, being drained of their powers. I narrowly escaped that same fate, and now I am here with you. And then Gao and Edgar try to bring Tara back to her bed. She seems to have calmed down a little. I called Tara here to me when I sensed that she had lost control. She responded to that call. So Tara's an Esper? No, she's a bit different from us. She looks like she's in pain. She's afraid of what she is, and that is a painful thing. What can we do to help her? Once she understands her true nature, the fear and doubt should subside. Is there nothing we can do? The others of my kind who are trapped in Gestal's Magitech research facility may be able to help her. Magitech research facility? Your friends there? I escaped alone, abandoning my friends and hiding here like a coward, but I fear I can remain here no longer. What do you mean? Gestal's methods are mistaken. He knows only to drain an Esper's powers by force, but that's not the way to unlock our potential. It only when we become Magicite can our strength be transferred in full. What are you saying? I'm going to turn myself into Magicite so I can lend you my strength. Magicite? Magicite is an Esper's power in its purest form. When an Esper dies, Magicite is all that's left behind. And then you see the Magicite. See, the Magicite are the rocks that are they are the force of, yeah, they are the force, life force, well, or death force, because they are what is left of the Espers um, when they die. So then Rain was going to turn himself into Magicite. So now old dude just died. That's what happened. He just died and now he's a rock. That's what happened. Okay. He turned himself to Magicite. Whoa. Okay. So now we're gonna quick save after that annoying scene. Why would you do such a thing? If our power is used for destruction, the skies will darken and life will fade from the earth. You must stop the Empire. There must not be a second war of the Magi. So we have to pick up all of the Magicite here. And let's talk to Terra. Terra, wait for us. We'll be back for you. Okay, that's good. So now, yeah, I'm gonna quick save again. And now when we leave here, here's Locke. So the people are gonna head back down the stairs, and then they're gonna they're gonna plan to go to the Magitech facility. That's what they're gonna do. I love the way Gao just like jumps down. He doesn't use the stairs. He's way too cool for stairs. So yeah, the people all go down, eventually get to the bottom. I'll go to the Empire. I know it inside and out, but alone? Don't worry, I'll go with her. Lock. Okay. And like, look, Gao is just like up there. He's just like up there on the building, and like he's just awesome that way. Okay, now here's where we choose our party members. Now we need to look. We have 6 available characters. We have Cyan, we have Edgar, we have Sabin, we have Gao. Gao is actually well, we're gonna keep Gao in our party, no doubt about that. Yeah, you can't actually, yeah, it doesn't let you change Celis and Locke. You're forced to bring them. So that means we have to choose between Cyan, Edgar, and Sabin. Now keep in mind that these guys, the 2 brothers, are level 6, and Cyan is level 7, being the clear choice. He has more hit points and 50 magic points, which means he can use Thundara twice once he learns it from the Magicite. So here's our party. That's the party that we're going to use. We want the characters with the most hit points and magic points. So right now, this is objectively the best party. Okay, so here we are. So now, what we're going to do here is we're going to save. We're going to save the game. Now that we're back in the overworld, we can save to all 3 of our slots. And we want to, first of all, let's go to the configuration and let's look at the bestiary. Now the bestiary, I have 272 out of 346 entries of my bestiary. Now 75 all of these things from the Magitech facility that we're about to go to is missing all of these entries. So here's the thing: we are not going to, until we get all of these filled out, we're not going to leave the Magitech facility because it's a once per game event. So that's the important thing, is that we're going to be turning encounters back on. Like, see, you can turn, yeah. So encounters on or off. Okay, encounters on, but we're going to make sure that we equip the best things. Yeah, we're totally equipping the best things, all of the best stuff. Oh, and okay, wait, Knight's Code, Star Pendant. Here's what we're gonna do. We're going to be using the Brigand's Glove, because what it does is it changes the steel command to Mug. Now the Knight's Code, well, it's kind of helpful, but it might actually be better. There might be a different one. No, that we'll keep the Knight's Code on lock. We have the earrings there. We have the white cape and Knight's Code for Cyan. Well, those guys can be our knights. Now we have 2 white capes on Celis. That's not bad. It's really not bad, because she's an important character. Now we have to go to abilities. You have to have the advanced knowledge of this game to really make use of this. So first, we're gonna equip Rayma to Celis, because now she only has 40 magic points. 41. But you know, we need to start teaching magic. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna give all of our characters. We have 4 characters and we have 4 espers. So once the characters all learn the spells from those espers that they have equipped, then we're going to switch them around, so that we want all characters to learn all of the spells available. And technically, though, the only one that we really are going to be focusing on is Thundara. Also, did anybody see how I just wiped out that entire party with Gigavolt? That's actually super cool. That's super cool. That was easy. Now, this is important for the story here. This is the town of Jadar, however you say it. What we're gonna do here is we're going to let's check first of all. Is there any more armor that's important here? Is there anything? Mithril vest. Okay, yeah, the mithril vest, the ninja gear. Okay, we're gonna buy a white dress. We're gonna buy 2 ninja gears for those guys. And let's buy 2 of those. Then we're going to equip. Yeah, we're gonna equip all of the best stuff on these characters. Okay. Then we're going to yeah. Yeah, we're gonna buy yeah, let's just buy like yeah, let's just buy 4 mithril vests. Okay, and we're going to make sure we want to make sure we've equipped the best stuff because we're going to be going to a different continent and we won't be able to come back to this shop. So it's important that you buy, the important things that you're going to be using. You want to buy them while you're in this town. When you just level up normally, you don't have to worry about any of this crap. You can just, overpower your characters. Okay, here's a sword. We're gonna buy this sword. We're gonna let's see here. Okay, nothing. We don't need anything that's there. And then okay, here's the relic shop. And are there any relics we need? Peace ring, barrier ring. Okay, now barrier ring increases magic. Okay, we're gonna be buying 8 of those. Is what we're gonna be doing. Oh, earring. Oh, look at that. The earrings. Knight's code. Okay, let's buy 2 earrings because we can afford it. We may equip them now or we may not. We'll see how it goes. That's probably all we need for now to buy. And I'm gonna go to this house here because you have to go here to continue the story. So you talk to this funny guy here, and he mistakes Sullus for Maria. So yeah, he's just a weird guy. Okay, so then you read the letter here. Yeah, dearest Maria, I've decided to take you as my wife, so I'll be coming to kidnap you, the wandering gambler. Who's this wandering what's his face? Were you born on a farm, son? Okay, here's Setzer. Setzer is like one of the coolest characters. A gambling vagabond who finds freedom from society's narrow views of morality aboard his airship, the Blackjack. So he is a mysterious gambler. Society's narrow views of morality. Interesting. What are Sector's views on morality? That's a good question. But he's a rich man who owns an airship, so what does that tell you? Okay, that would be Setzer, owner of the world's only airship. If we had that airship, we'd have our way into the Empire. Let's set up a meeting with this Setzer. So yeah, the characters they're gonna talk to Setzer. So yeah, this is really cool. So what we're gonna do here now, what we're gonna want to do here is we actually have to learn some spells before we continue, um, because we're going to need now. Celis herself will not be available to us during the fight with Ultros because she's in the opera instead. But we're going to have her learn Thundara, and we're also going to have um, Well, yeah, we'll probably have at least Cyan learn Thundara, because Locke is kind of a really bad magic user. His stats with magic are not good, and we can't level him up yet to increase it. Now, look, Celes learned Thunder, and Gal learned all of those things. That was actually super quick. That was really cool. But and he only has the magic points to use Thundara once, so it's kind of important that we can use Thundara once with him, but after that he just has to use physical attacks or use potions on the other guys, or maybe ethers, maybe something like that. So we're gonna want to fight some battles here, because if you don't have a Thundara taught to your characters, you're gonna have typically a pretty hard time with Ultros. Now we have Gigavolt. Yes, we absolutely have Gigavolt, but you have to keep in mind though that only Gao can use Gigavolt, and if he gets KO'd, your other characters are going to need to know electric attacks. So I am going to fight some random battles here, because it's kind of the way. It's kind of the way to get things done. Now, what you'll notice that I have Knight's Code on Locke and what's his name, Cyan, and that's actually super cool. In fact, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to equip a Knight's Code on Celes as well, just because it's good. Because, well, in fact, if you look at the definition of it, you'll see that the Knight's Code is that it causes a book detailing knighthood's moral code, causes the bearer to cover critically wounded allies. So the idea is if you have a character who's low in hit points, your other characters who have the Knight's Code will then shield them from a physical attack. It doesn't really work with magic, but then there are other ways of dealing with magic, you see. So we'll get into that later. These guys are shielding Gao, which is actually pretty cool. So Aspiran, yeah. See, Gao sometimes he does the wow, dude. Okay, now see, all the other characters are dead, so now Gao died. So don't worry, if you die, you just restart and try again. That's the thing about this game. Remember, this is still only a video game, even though it's a very intense and strategic video game. Um, it's still just a game. Okay, so nobody is really harmed. So what we're gonna do here, we're gonna use a we're gonna use a tent, because you see, once you begin the whole opera scene, you're not really able to exit and then go and learn more spells. You have to have your main characters able to fight Ultros. You have to win the fight against Ultros in order to proceed. So we're gonna fight some more battles, is what we're gonna do. And it's really not too hard either. Let's see here. Let's start using Mug. Yeah, we're gonna be using Mug, and then let's start using Thunder. Oh wait, I forgot. It's the wrong thing. Okay, we want to okay, X, yeah, chooses all enemies. So we're gonna have Celes use Thunder, is what we're gonna do. She's gonna be our magical attacker. She'll use Thunder sometimes. Once she learns Thundara, you can also have her use that too, but it doesn't work very well because she only can use it once, due to the magic point cost. So yeah, this is crazy. We're gonna have her learn it, and then what we'll do is I will switch to After Celis learns it, then I'm going to switch it over to Cyan. We're going to give Rayma to him so he learns Thunder and then Thundara because he has 50 magic points, which is enough to cast it twice. Even though his magic stat is not really that impressive. So that's kind of sad, but he's still all right. And also, now that we have Mug on lock, he's able to attack and steal. But then there's also the fact that he is KO'd right now, so we have to correct that. And also, you can go to Jadir and sleep at an inn, but it takes less actual time to just use a tent. So I tend to just like fight random battles, buy lots of tents, and use the tents when I want to recover my hit points or magic points. Stole a gold needle. Yeah, we stole a gold needle while attacking with lock. That's not bad. It's really not bad. Gigavolt. Yeah, nothing to steal. Man, you gotta love that Gigavolt. What is that thing anyway? What is that pig that randomly appears? Like, okay, Celis learned Thundara. Okay, that's good. So now she learned Thundara, so we're gonna go to abilities. We're gonna switch, yeah, we're gonna switch that, and then we're going to give Kate Sith to Celis. Now, and well, okay, Locke hasn't learned everything that Kieran has to offer, but we're gonna fight some more battles. And that Thundara, even in the hands of Cyan, it's going to do more damage than Bushido due to the electric weakness that the octopus Ultros has. Ultros, that octopus, is a very annoying octopus. You're going to be seeing him for the entire world of balance. He does exist in the world of ruin, but he's just at the Colosseum. You don't actually fight against him after the events of the floating continent and everything. It would actually be like really cool, like if Ultros came as an extra boss after you complete the game. That would actually be like super funny if that was a thing, but unfortunately it's not. But yeah, we man, Rayma is actually just like super cool. See, Rayma is one of the first four espers. The old guy you talked to, his name was Rayma, and he is the element of electricity. So that's the important thing to understand is that he has electrical attacks, and thunder is just not a very fire, thunder, and blizzard. The level one spells they're not very powerful. They're better than nothing. They're still better than physical attacks in some cases. But, it's really when you get to level 2 and 3 spells that you start really seeing the difference. Okay, Sleep Sting. Okay. Oh, man. Okay, there we go. See, Gao, he survived the fight even though all of his allies were dead. That's actually super cool. And he had Gigavolt. Gigavolt is what you need. It really is what you need. I just want to make extra sure that we have what we need. So that's why I'm going to fight a few more random battles, and we're going to teach Thundara to Cyan. We want Cyan to live so he gains the magic points, or the AP. Ability points is what AP stands for. It's kind of cool the way you can steal items with the mug ability. Knight's Code is super cool. Celis learn confuse, yeah. Technically, we don't need to learn all of the spells with all these characters, but it's just I like to, because you never know when you're going to need one of those weird spells. Like there's a boss fight later in the game. Now it's an optional fight, mind you. It's an optional fight. You don't even need to do this fight to defeat the final boss, but you do have to do it in order to get one of the espers in the World of Ruin, and you need the break spell. Turns out you actually need the break spell for a certain element for a certain boss battle. You also need re-raise, which it was Life 3 in the Super NES edition, but now it's called re-raise in this version of the game, where it brings your character back to life. If you cast it before they die, then they come back to life, the same as if you'd used a Phoenix Down or something. Thunder! Gigavolt! Like, Thunder did one thing, and the Gigavolt does like 5 times as much damage as Thunder. I would say, wait, I didn't mean to go in here yet. We're not ready to do the Opera House yet. We're not ready for that. Yeah. We want to make sure that Cyan learns Thundara. Gigavolt, yeah, that's good. That's real good. I mean, it's possible to be ultras without even teaching magic to your characters, but he can wipe out all of your characters on one hit, but it's completely random whether he does it or not. So that's why you want to make sure you take him down as quickly as you can. So you're going to need Gigavolt, you're going to use a lot of Phoenix Downs, you're going to need Thundara, and you're going to need to use lots of Ethers. Although you may not need too many Ethers with the assistance of Gigavolt. When I did it before, I had access to Thundara, but I didn't have access to the, whatchamacallit, Cyan learned Thundara. Okay, that's awesome. That's what we were waiting for. That's totally what we were waiting for. So now it's time to use a tent. We're going to use a tent, then we're going to save the game. And I could stop here. I could stop this episode here, but I feel like I need to get through the opera scene and the Ultros fight because this entire episode here has all been about getting to there, finding Terra in Zozo, getting your first Espers. It's all been about preparing for the fight against Ultros, and so that we can get onto the airship and go to the Empire's continent. So these guys are going to talk to the impresario dude. They're going to talk to the dude, man. So yeah, the dude's all stressed out because Setter's going to abduct Maria. And then Locke has a plan. I say to them, take her. Yeah. We'll use a decoy. Once he's got her, we'll follow him right back to his airship. If all goes well, we should be able to commandeer it. Are you mad if anything should happen to Maria? Yeah. That's why we use a decoy. We can hide Maria someplace safe. Come again? You said yourself that Celis looks like Maria. And then Celis is like, now just a minute. She can be our Maria. We'll let Setzer kidnap her and lead us to his airship. Brilliant. And then Celis is like, hold on there, I'm a former general, not some opera floozy. Celis does not like this plan at all. But then she crashes into the door, then she opens the door like a person, and then she starts singing mi do re mi fa hack cough ma Maria. Like, and then Locke's like, yeah, that's the spirit. Okay, now here's Ultros the Octopus. Whoa, I got my own little surprise plan for y'all. Just like Setzer, it'll be tons of fun. Okay, so Ultros the Octopus he leaves that letter there, and then nobody reads his letter, which is exactly how I feel about the fact that nobody reads my books. He's like, God, isn't anybody gonna read it? Ultros, I feel your pain, I truly do. Oh, Ultros, nobody will read his letter. Okay, anyway, so here we go. So here's the opening scene. Remember, I have the music turned off for the sake of copyright. I don't want to get in any trouble on any of the social media sites. So I've turned off like pretty much all the sounds of the whole game. So you just have to guess what the music is unless you actually play the game, you know? So yeah, they're in the audience and then they're gonna watch this. All right, so the war between the East and the West was growing more violent by the day. Draco, a soldier from the West, thinks of his love, Maria, back at home. Okay, okay. Notice the orchestra down there. Okay, that's good. Okay, nice clouds. That's a really good background. They got the mountain, they got the clouds. That's not bad. Okay, so here's Draco. Here's Draco coming to the stage here. Okay, so he's in his suit of armor. He's like a soldier. And then here's like the Chocobo dudes. They just come and run him over or whatever with birds. That's rude. It's so rude when people run over you with birds. And then he's gonna start singing. He's like, "Oh Maria, oh Maria, my beloved, do you hear my words whispered in your ear, as if I were by your side." Okay, that's a very short singing scene. He gets run over by birds, and then it inspires him to sing. I mean, that's what I would do if I was run over by birds. You know what? The heck with it. I was gonna sing anyway. You know, no matter what, I like to sing. In case you can't tell, I I I would just sing in like as if I were Draco. But I am not in love with someone named Maria. I'm actually in love with somebody else. But we're not going to talk about that. Okay, so now Locke has to go here, and okay, so here, yeah, okay, we're gonna save here because Locke is gonna talk to Celis. But first of all, no, he can't go anywhere there. Is there anything to do here? No, not really. Let's see, what's this? We're gonna talk to Celis, and then Locke looks at her. His face turns red, and he's like, "Have you always been that pretty?" And then Celis is like, "Locke, why did you stand up for me when you did?" "Because I'm tired of standing by and doing nothing while I lose the girls I like." You gotta admire Locke's honesty. Okay, that ribbon looks nice on you. I'll have to go on stage soon. The next scene's an important one. Maria starts to worry that something's happened to Draco and pours her feelings into song. Shouldn't you check the score one last time? Okay, so what we're going to do here, we're going to look at the score here. Read the score. Scene one. Oh, my hero, my beloved, shall we still be made to part? Though promises of perennial love, yet sing here in my heart. I'm the darkness, you're the starlight, shining brightly from afar. Through hours of despair, I offer this prayer to you, my evening star. Must my final vows exchanged be with him and not with you? Were you only here to quiet my fear? Oh, speak, guide me anew. This is where you pick up the flowers, climb the stairs, toss the bouquet from the highest balcony. Be sure to finish the end of the interlude. There isn't much time before the start of scene 2. Impresario. Okay, so that's the important thing to understand is you have to choose the right words to get through this. And yes, I will probably sing. It's not going to be good, but I'm going to sing. Okay, so. Okay. The Western armies were defeated. Okay. Okay, so Maria's thinking of Draco. There's a nice castle. Okay. Oh, my hero. Oh, my hero. My beloved. Shall we still be made to part? Through promises of perennial love, yet sing here in my heart. I'm the darkness, I'm the darkness, you're the starlight, shining brightly from afar. Through hours of despair, I offer this prayer to you, my evening star. Must my final vows exchanged be with him and not with you? Were you only here to quiet my fear? Oh, speak, guide me anew. Oh, 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 oh. I know the music pretty well. I've been through this before a few times. Okay, so here's the thing. So yeah. So Draco and come Maria, dance with me. Shut up and dance with me. Can you imagine if he's like, shut up and dance with me? But it's not Draco. It's actually flowers. Maria was just dancing with flowers. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't make the rules. Blame Square Enix for that one. She was dancing with flowers and didn't even know it. Okay, so I am thankful, my beloved, for your tenderness and grace. I see in your eyes, so gentle and wise, all doubts and fears erased. Through the hours, take no notice of what fate might have in store. Our love, come what may, will never age a day. I'll wait forevermore. Okay. She threw the flowers and sang. And then there's like a shooting star, and there's the big moon, and then the rude dude comes. Prince Reyes is looking for his dance partner. Please leave the past behind. Our kingdom is part of the East now. Why don't you shut up and let me sing, you stupid chancellor? Like, come on. Like, why does he have to interrupt her emotionalness? I mean, nobody likes Prince Ray's. He's like he took over because the wait, are they the east or the west? I can't remember. Is this the west that fell to the east? I don't remember. Okay, so she has to dance with Prince Ray's. That's got to be tough. And there's other people dancing, and it's funny how they all look the same. That's weird. I mean, they only have so many sprites for the game, so makes sense. So they're all dancing there. Okay. So here's the thing. So we're gonna quick save here. So we got through that scene. Okay, and now here's this. Okay, so here's what we got. We got the letter. Okay, we're gonna have to talk to the impresario dude. We're gonna save right here. This is the part where it gets freaky. You're gonna have to fight the rats and Ultros, and that's not gonna be easy. It's really not. Okay, the Western survivors. Okay, so technically, yeah, so they're part of the Western Kingdom. So they're survivors. So this is the kingdom of the West, and there were some that survived. So they're trying to take back over their kingdom that was conquered. Wait, and then here's Jocko. He's riding a bird. Yeah, there's a lot of birds in this game, I swear. He just learned to drive a bird. Okay. Maria. Oh, Draco. I knew you would come for me, my love. Insolent rogue, knave of the western horde, you would address my queen to be Maria. Never shall you have Maria's hand. I would die before that day comes. Then it's a duel. Okay, so yeah, you got to sing through. I have to sing through the opera scene. This is actually one of the best parts of the game. It's really cool, actually. Okay, so having to watch that, I swear this is super annoying. Okay, so there's Ultros. He's gonna drop a 4-ton. Okay, first of all, how did he get? If it's so heavy, how did he? Yeah, like how did he get the 4-ton thing up there to begin with? Like there's a serious pothole there. Anyway, here's what you have to do. You have to go over here. You have to go here, talk to the dude. Okay, lower the switch on the far right, but don't touch any of the others. So you have to go to the red switch. You have to flip that switch, and then you have to run to the other side. So that's what you have to do here. So we gotta go here, and then we gotta run to the other side. Okay. Now keep in mind here, this is the tricky part, is that the time is ticking. We have only 4.5 minutes here, and we have to get through here. And unfortunately, the time fighting the enemies counts against you. I wish it were not so, but you absolutely have to fight these battles. But it does indeed help that we have Gigavolt. It greatly helps a lot. Yeah, there we go. We're doing it. Okay, so yeah, Locke learned Kira. Okay, that's good. And we got through that one. Now we have to, yeah, it's so frustrating. These guys like, and I don't want to run out of time, but it's hard to fight all these battles and then still, um, make it because once you talk to Ultros, then you don't have to worry about the time. It's getting to Ultros that's okay. That's not bad. Okay, so here's what yeah, that's what we got going on here. if we've gotten through 2 rat fights, we'll still make it because our aspirin really helps us get through this portion. We're actually doing excellent just because we have access to Gigavolt, and so we're wiping out our enemies fairly quickly. We should be able to do this. Like Gigavolt is just so cool. It's so powerful, and it's gonna get us through this fight. Okay, now here's the thing. We're gonna quick save right here next to Ultros, and we're gonna talk to him, and then the fight's gonna begin pretty soon here. Okay, so here we are. Oh no, this'll never do. With these two flattened, there's no one to win the girl. How can this story possibly continue? Okay, and then here we go. This is gonna be great. Locke, who is not an actor, he's gonna say something. Okay, he realizes he's on stage now. Neither Draco nor Reyes will win Celus's hand. It is I, Locke, the world's premier adventurer, who shall take her as my wife. Okay. And then the Empress Sario, he's like, oh dear, what dreadful acting. Locke is not an actor. Silence, knave. You stand in the presence of octopus royalty. A low-born thief like you could never defeat me. I challenge you to a duel. Okay, so Impresario's telling the orchestra to do some music. So now this is we need to make sure we do this fight right. So we're gonna mug and we're gonna use the Aspiram Rage. And then what we're gonna do is we're going to use Thundara. Gigavolt. Yeah, okay, that's some good. Oh no. Okay, that's not good at all. We have to use Phoenix down because we have to bring Gao back to life. Yeah, this is really, really not good. Okay, now you'll notice that okay, so we need to use high potions. Yeah, we're gonna have to redo this. Oh crap. Yeah, see, it's not easy. You need to make sure that you keep Gao's. Oh wait, is the fight over? The fight's over. We got 2 gigavolts in, and Ultros is already defeated. You see what I'm saying, guys? Gigavolt, that weakness to electricity that Ultros has means you gotta get Gigavolt, because that fight is really hard to get through. Now here's Setzer, he's gonna kidnap Maria, but Maria is technically not Maria, it's actually Celis. Okay, so we got through the Ultros fight. That's actually not bad. It's not bad at all. Whew. Okay, yeah. Okay, that's crazy. So now we're on the airship here. Okay. So then the other characters come here. They got through the machinery somehow and got onto the ship. What a performance. You're a great fake actress, Celis. Enough. But the real show starts now. It's time for Act 2. Where's Setzer? He should be right back. What are you doing in here? You're not Maria, are you? Setzer, we need your help. We need to get to Vector. Your ship is the only. If you're not Maria, then we have nothing to talk about. Wait. We heard that your ship is the finest vessel in the world. and that you were the world's greatest gambler. I am a warrior of Doma. Please, I humbly beg for thine aid. Come with me, then you'll... Don't misunderstand me. I still haven't said I'll help you. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna quick save here, and we're gonna talk to Setzer. Actually, but before we do, let's explore. Let's explore. Like, where can we go? Oh, I see here. Yeah, that's freaky. Hey, what's this? So we're on the ship. Okay, we're on the ship. Where can we go? Okay, this is actually cool because you could talk to Setzer or you could explore on his ship and ignore him. Okay, so this is the room we were in. So I'm exploring the airship. This is funny. So normally I just talk to the guy, but we just skip that. We're just going to go here and we're gonna talk to this guy. Can we do not open door during flight? Okay, you can't leave. Are we gonna buy some things? Ooh, teleport stone. I feel like we should buy some teleport stones. And some smoke bombs. They may be useful later on. Just saying. Okay, yeah, and we have our supply of ethers. Okay, so we're gonna go back and we're gonna talk to Setzer. It's cool though that you can buy things. You can totally buy things before you even talk to Setzer. But okay, and before I talk to Setzer, what we're gonna do is we're going to I'm just checking. Are there any comments on Twitch? No, there are no comments. Okay. So I'm going to just show you one of my favorite scenes of this game. We're going to talk to Setzer. Business has been awfully slow lately, thanks to the Empire. You're not the only one suffering. The Empire has been toppling towns and villages left and right. They're abusing their Magitech power and trying to take over the world. I lost my friends, my family. Hmm. We're at least together in hating the Empire, right? So please. I think you may be even cuter than Maria. Huh? Okay. Alright. If Celis becomes my wife, I'll help you. Otherwise... What? Are you crazy? See, Locke is mad because he wants to marry Celis, so now he's got some competition. This is turning into an episode of Mari or something like that. Okay. Fine. And Celis agrees to this. He's like, great, it's settled. On one condition. We flip this coin. If it's heads, you'll help us. If it's tails, I'm yours. Well, Mr. Gambler? Ah, I like it. I accept. Celis, are you serious? If you marry that guy, there's no telling what manner of honorable things he might do to thee. should listen to Cyan. She's gonna flip the coin. Look at this coin. Flips the coin. Heads, I win. Now it's time for you to hold up your end of the bargain. Setzer looks at the coin, and he's like, a valuable trinket indeed. I've never seen a double-headed coin before. I'm afraid you've been hustled, Mr. Gambler, but that's part of the game now, isn't it? How low can you stoop? I love it. All right, I'll help you. Gambling against the Empire with nothing to lose but my life. I haven't felt so excited in years. You gotta love his attitude. It's a double-headed coin. My life's chipping your pile. Ante up. You gotta love the attitude of Setzer. He's like, nothing to lose but my life. He's just so cool. But his dialogue in the Super NES version was even better than this. I can't believe this clunky old thing can fly. You're sure it'll stay in the air? When things fall, they fall. Life's a game of chance. You play your cards and fate plays hers. They'll spot us in the air from miles away if we try to fly this thing into the Empire. You'd better land a safe distance away. That sounds like a good idea. Okay, so they're gonna go to the Empire. See, this is really, really cool. This is actually really cool. See, now they're flying, they're going to the continent where the Empire is. And the truth of the matter is, I could keep going because it's kind of rare. See, I finished all my schoolwork for the week, so I can continue and proceed through the Magitech factory. I may, in fact, do that because I really would like to get it all in one video. I really would. I don't want to have to wait till another night. So I may continue for a bit longer. So, because in case you can't tell, I have played through this game a lot. I know just about everything. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to re-equip. We're learning our magic. So we need to, okay, we might as well give Rayma to Locke. Okay. Okay, and then we're going to give Kieran to Celis. And then we're going to give Kate Sith to Gao. And then we're going to give Siren to Cyan. So now they can all learn new spells. Now here's the tricky thing. Now we still have 49,000 gold. So, but what you want to do here, okay, first of all, we're going to go to this town of Albrook. We're going to go here because we want to get some essential things. First of all, let's look at the weapons. Let's see if there's any new weapons. Okay. Wait a minute. Did I even equip my equipment that I bought last time? We need to make sure that we have all the best equipment. Bastard sword. Okay, the bastard sword. We'll buy 2 of those. Okay, yeah. Okay. Okay, we obtained it. Oh, it's an ether, but we can't collect anymore. But we want to make sure that we get, the items in this town. Now, this is interesting, but you can't actually go down. They won't let you. Before it's off limits. They won't let you go there. Okay, let's go to the relic shop. The relic shop could be very important here. So yeah, so respect to those peace ring, earring. We've got our earring. Wait, I thought I bought more earrings. Didn't I buy more earrings? I was sure I had more. Oh, I only bought what I could afford. That's right. Sniper eye, reflect ring, amulet. Now, the amulet looks good because it prevents those status things, but the reflect ring, we're going to buy okay, we're just gonna buy 7 reflect rings because the truth of the matter is you can never have too many reflect rings. Okay, there's an elixir. Well, you only need 14 because there are only 14 characters in the game. But the reflect ring is actually one of the best items because it reflects magic. So what we're going to do here, yeah, let's continue exploring the town just a little bit. Okay, so here we go, and then there's this. Okay, so what we're going to do now, we're going to equip, we're going to change our equipment. Okay, Knight's Code, Brigand's Glove. I don't really want to remove the Knight's Code exactly. But I also don't want to, well, okay. Brigand's Glove is nice, but to tell you the truth, we better use a reflect ring. We're gonna put a reflect ring on one, yeah, white cape. Okay, yeah. We're gonna be putting the reflect ring on one of each of our characters. Well, okay, now I don't like having to remove the earring, but it is actually important. Because you have to have a, yeah, we have to have a reflect ring. We still have earring. Yeah, we still have the earring, but it's not as effective when you there's barrier ring. Is there Herm's sandals? Okay, Herm's sandals will give it. He'll get it will put haste and reflect ring. That means the guy will get in more attacks, which kind of makes up for the fact that we're removing some of his magic power. So let's give a reflect ring, but keep Knight's Code there and there. Okay, so we've equipped the proper relics to these characters. So that's important. So now we're going to be going to the Magitech facility. And here's what we're going to do. We're actually going to, this is a very pivotal moment in the game. We're 8 hours into the game. And the truth is, we're going to start overriding these because this low level game is going to be my new official save. Because if you'll see that I have more save files, like I actually completed the game, I defeated the final boss, but this low level playthrough is actually more impressive. So I'm probably going to keep these save files even if I delete the others. Okay, so now keep in mind here that we have, okay, we're gonna attack. We're going to use Thundara. Oh yeah, wait, what? Okay, X. Wait, we want to use, yeah, yeah. Is it Z or is, okay? It's Z. Target all the enemies. Use Aspiran, and then let's use Thundara also with Cyan. That's what you want to do. Gigavolt, Thundara, Gigavolt, Thundara. Man, see, these enemies actually have a lot of hit points, unfortunately, on this continent. They're a little bit hard to defeat than what we're used to. We defeated them, but it's just the battles are just starting to get a lot harder now. So that's just a warning. When you start getting to this continent, the battles are gonna get harder. It's just a fact. So now here's what we got to do. Now this is interesting because here you can actually sleep here. Oh no, this is interesting. What's happening here? Oh, the guy, what, 1,000 gold? Okay, so he lets you sleep for free, but then he still steals 1,000 of your money. Huh, that's interesting. I wonder if the characters noticed that some of their money is gone. Not that it's a real problem because you can always fight battles and get more money. Okay, now here's some people. Okay, let's talk to this other person. Enjoying the same army that destroyed our village? What about your promise to start over Miranda? Yeah, so these people are in the bed and they're talking. Okay, let's see. Is there anything important here? Are there any weapons? There is a weapon shop. Nothing of particular note, but we do want to make sure that we have equipped the proper things here. Okay. So is there anything else here? Yeah, we already have all the best weapons and armor, but I'm just checking the town because there could be something going on here. What's happening over here? Okay, so there's people here. So here's some people here. Oh, hmm. Huh, here's another one for you. That Kefka guy, they say he was Sid's first experimental Magitech knight, but the process hadn't been perfected. So while Kefka ended up with extraordinary magic power, it shattered his mind. That explains so much. General Leo's a good man. Compared to him, Kefka's a uh-oh, please forget I said that. Trust me, guy, we already know. We know all about Kefka. We saw him poison the people of Doma. Yeah, I've never really explored the Empire City here like this. And if you try to come here, you're probably gonna be oh, they're not gonna let you approach the Empire building. Filthy returner scum. What are they doing? Oh, there's a fight here? Oh, well look at that. Wait, you can't you can't actually oh, you see that? Like, dude, can these characters even run away? No, they're all dying. No, like the Guardian is indestructible. You can't defeat the Guardian. You can only run away. So we had two characters die already. That's very sad. Okay, that was very sad. So two characters died, but we are not going to go back to the inn because the guy steals our money when we go to the inn. All right. So let's just go outside. We're going to use a tent. Now the key issue here is you're not going to be able to get to a save point once you enter the Magitech facility. You're not going to be able to use a regular save point. So I'm going to be relying on the quick save a lot. This guy is a returner, and he's going to help us sneak into the facility. Yeah. So he's going to distract the soldiers here. Okay, good. We're in. We're in here. So now we can proceed to the Magitech factory. Now keep in mind, this is a one-time only area. So not only do we have to fight the enemies here, we also have to collect all of the weapons and armor. We have to collect all the chests, get all of the hidden items, and that can take a while. Hopefully it won't take too long, but we're not going to be turning random encounters off because all of the bestiary entries, we need all of them. I'm going to get the Steam achievement for completing the bestiary, and that's extremely important. So, okay, yeah, our Gigavolt has served us. Yeah, Lachlan, thunder, lightning, and the thunder. So yeah, there's all kinds of things here. Flame tongue. Okay, so we got the flame tongue. We have to. Luckily, there is a way to check to see if we've gotten everything or not. Um, and the encounters kind of distract from it, but we want to make sure because you can't come back to this area after you get all the espers and you escape. You can't like come back to it and get everything. So you have to collect it all before the boss fights. There are 2 boss fights coming up in the Magitech facility. Well, technically 3 if you count like the number 128. Wow, 1,000 hit points of damage. Like, dude, these characters, like, well, Gao is just overpowered. Oh no. Okay, yeah, that's not good. We're good. Yeah, we're gonna attack, but we're gonna attack with that, and we're gonna have to Fang. Yeah, see, when Gao goes down, it's a little bit more difficult. If we can see, but once you get through the fight, then you're able to get here. So we got to use our Phoenix Downs. We've got to restore, lock, and yeah. Okay, yeah, absolutely. So that's the thing to understand is if you can get through the fight, then you can use your Phoenix Downs. Wait, we have to go through here because we have to go through here first. We need to get this treasure chest here. It's an ether. I mean, sure, I already have all of the good items anyway, but in order for the game to register as us getting all of the treasure chests in the whole game, we have to go through all of this. Now this here, yeah, we're going to be fighting a lot of battles, but we'll have lots of money as an end result. Man, we did. It's so easy to KO these guys when you have Gigavolt. And don't you just love the way that Gao has those sunglasses? That means he's blind. He's blinded, but it doesn't matter. He doesn't need to see. He just electrocutes things magically anyway. Yeah, he's way powerful. Dude. Okay, yeah, so yeah, there's gonna be a lot of fighting here. But it's all part of the game. It's all part of the way it goes. Yeah. I love Gigavolt. Gigavolt just makes it easy. You know, if I already had the achievement for the bestiary, I probably would skip random encounters. But because I still need the bestiary entries for this playthrough, I have to keep going through all the encounters just to make sure, because it's completely random what you get. But you're going to fight a lot of LVQ and sergeants. There's just going to be a lot of these guys. Gigavolt, yeah. Yeah, okay. So yeah, we're gonna have to use our Phoenix Downs and high potions. One high potion is enough to restore your hit points to full of any of your characters. Basically, high potion is all you need in this game. But let's see here. What's down here? Are there any things down here? Oh, wait, yeah, yeah, this is crazy. I mean, yeah, the fighting gets a little bit annoying sometimes. And see, it's random whether he attacks with Gigavolt um, or whether he does a regular physical attack. So you're still kind of hit and miss with him. I mean, obviously, if you level him up later on in the game, he's better because of the fact that you're able to have magic, a lot of magic points. Start using Ultima, start using Thundaga instead of Gigavolt. But at this point in the game, you kind of are reliant on Gigavolt. Gigavolt, yeah, there we go. Yep, and it's no issue. We're just gonna keep using the high potions to recover the hit points of the characters. And Gao, he is blind, but he also has float. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna go up here. This is insane, man. Gigavolt, yeah. Okay, it doesn't quite KO them all, but it's also once you do that much damage, the other characters are going to be, powerful enough to finish them off, mostly. Notice how you end up getting tense when you fight. That's actually kind of cool. You get the tense as reward when you win these fights. So even if you don't have enough tense, you could just keep buying them. Thunderblade, Remedy. Okay, is it? I'm just wondering if there's any hidden items over there. Just really wondering. Gigavolt, yeah. Thundara, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Let's see here. I wanna look at the map here. Did we get everything here? I think we may have. It's possible that we got everything on this screen. Well, there's that one up there, but I can't get to that area yet because we want to make sure we can collect everything. You have one chance to do it. Okay. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna. Well, here's okay. Oh, Onion Knight. There's the Onion Knight. One of the freakiest things. They're not very strong. Gigavolt. Yeah, there we go. Dragoon boots. We're just gonna make sure that we recover the hit points of these characters. As long as Gao remains alive, we don't really have anything to worry about. That's the truth of the matter. We're gonna go here. We're gonna go up here. Onion Knight. Aspiron. Gigavolt. Wiped out one of them, but it's random whether he attacks just one or multiples of them. Program 55. Ooh, Program 55 turned one of the characters into an imp. That's funny. Yeah, he can stay as an imp. I have no problem with leaving him as an imp. I mean, why not? It's not like Locke actually does anything. Yeah, he could use Thundara, but he can only use it once. So we're going to save that for boss fights. So we're going to go through this door so we can get to this treasure chest, Golden Shield. Let's see how many things. We have 7 out of 12 chests in the Magitech factory, but there are no there are no hidden items in the Magitech factory. So, but we're gonna go here. Man, these onion knights are getting really annoying. But I'm gonna do something here. I'm going to use Thundara with Celis just because I can. Okay. She didn't get a chance to actually use it, mind you. She came close, but Gigavolt happened before she could. So here we are. We got that. More of these guys. Aspirin, Attack, Thundara, Thundara. Okay, there we go. Thundara, yeah. So let's use Thundara. Okay, now these characters, we have to switch around their espers again because they've already learned everything. Okay, now we've successfully switched their espers around. Now we need to look at the map here. What are we missing? Okay, so there's that, there's that, and there are chests there. See, having a map is super helpful here. It's actually really good here. So we're gonna need to go. Okay, that's what we need to do. Because we could go that way, but I think it's actually more important. I see how it is. Okay, so we're gonna go down this way. More onion knights. Aspirin. Celis only has one use of Thundara, unfortunately. But we just got Cyan to use it again, which is not half bad, honestly. Gigavolt. Thundara, yeah. Okay. So he has 2 uses of it. So what we're gonna do here is we're going to revive Locke. He still stays an imp, but then we're going to use an ether on Cyan. Whenever he runs out of his magic points, we're just going to use an ether because him being able to use Thundara twice before needing to use the next ether is actually really cool. It's actually super cool. Golden Helm. Let's go here. Proto Armor. See, now here's a new enemy, the Proto Armor. I have a feeling that they have a weakness to electricity, perhaps. So the Thundara, okay, so that's not bad. Oh man. Oh no, he wiped out. Oh no. They wiped out Gao. Oh, that's not good. That's really not good. Okay. See, you see people, this is why I save frequently. Okay. Okay, the party was defeated. See, this can happen. You can randomly die because once Gao is destroyed, he can't use his Gigavolt. We are relying on Gao. If you try to do this without using Gao and his Gigavolt, now I did go through here with Gao, but he had Thundara by the Ghost Rage. He did not have Gigavolt, and I got through it, but man, I died like 100 times. I'm not even exaggerating. It was horrible because you need to be able to wipe them out. Okay. Magic, Thundara. There we go. Thundara, yeah. Okay, there we go. So now we just want to make sure that we use our high potions and we use an ether because it basically is 22 per Thundara. Thundara is just super helpful. Okay, we got that chest. There is it's a little bit hidden, and then we have a few more chests to get. But wait a minute. Oh, it's actually up there. Yeah, it's actually up there that you have to go to. I see how it is. So I will have to travel up there to get that final chest. But the important thing is I found a very good strategy for wiping out the enemies by my use of Thundara and Gigavolt. The electrical weakness of these characters just makes them super cool. Thundara. Interesting. Thundara. Yeah, yeah. There we go. Cyan wiped them out, even though Gao didn't really use his special Gigavolt. These ethers, you know, yeah, you have to use a lot of ethers, but let's be real. The price of the ethers compared to how much gold you get for every single fight kind of makes it worth the cost. You know what I'm saying? The ethers aren't that expensive in the grand scheme of things, and you're going to be relying on the ethers a lot to get through this game. Wow, it looks like Sulla's just got turned into an imp as well. And imps can't use. Whoa. Okay, just use self-destruct. That's incredible. And see, the characters are learning the magic. They're totally just learning the magic now. And my characters are turning into imps. That's kind of funny. Okay, we need to go here. There's that. Oh, but wait, we can't go there yet. We have to get this chest over here. So, oh, here's another random encounter. But we've almost done it. Now the proto armor, because we died by them, we didn't actually get to defeat the proto armor, so we may have to come back to them later. Okay, there we go. So let's use yeah, we're gonna use our high potions just to recover the hit points of all of those characters. This will get easier later on. Okay, we have to go here because over here a lot of random encounters. But don't worry, this means I will have enough to buy all of the ethers that I had to use while in the Magitech factory. As long as you have enough ethers, you can continue to use your Thundara. Ice Brand. Okay, so let's see here. We have all 12 chests. So now that we have all 12 chests here, that means we can proceed. However, the proto armor, oh, look, the proto armor. We still, oh no, wait a minute. Oh no, this is not good. Yeah, this is not good. Wait, can we, oh no, no. They always defeat me. Okay, if we can get in a Gigavolt against these guys, we should be able to defeat them. It shouldn't be that hard. But unfortunately, you have to get lucky. That's the downside. Okay, first of all, we need to make sure we use our ether to recover. Okay, actually, here's what we're going to do. We're going to restore yeah, there we go. we're going to use high potions, and then we're going to use, let's see here, the the green cherry cures the imp status. We're gonna cure the imp on Celis because if we fight Total Armor again, oh, I think I just got a follow. Wait, let me check. Oh, we have a follow. Oh, okay. Jesse Spy 2 says, I have a question I want to ask. Okay, go ahead. Ask your question. I paused the game so I could respond to this question. This will probably be a good question. Um, I don't. I'm. Thanks for the follow, by the way. Um, I'll give you time to ask your question because I'm gonna go back to the game here. I'm gonna use my Aspiran Rage, and then we're need yeah. Oh no, Stella's just. Oh no, Stella just got KO'd. Okay, there we go. We're gonna use a Phoenix down and bring her back from the dead. Thundara. Okay, but then Locke got KO'd too. Gigavolt. There we go. Gigavolt. Thundara. We just defeated Proto Armor. Okay, wonderful. Okay, these characters are my champions. In fact, we can let the other two die. That's what we'll do. We'll let those two characters die. Okay, and then let's use the ether, bring the magic points back to Cyan. Okay, then let me go back and check the comments. Jesse Spy says, I'm making an RPG. What's your thoughts on an area you can access that has a strong enemy for the time you get there, but town's NPCs warn you about that area? Thank you for the question, Jesse Spy 2. So, because you're making an RPG, what's your thoughts on an area you can access that has a strong enemy for the time you get there, but town's NPCs warn you about that area? Okay, okay. This is good. This is gonna sound really dumb, but the swamps of sadness. Okay, you know the swamps of sadness in the never-ending in the movie, the never-ending story. Have the swamps of sadness, or the swamps of despair, or something like that. It as an area, and have the boss. Have there be a boss where you have to fight the giant turtle. Now you don't want to name it. Okay, okay, wait. I got the idea from getting my butt kicked in your butt kicked in FF2. Yeah, okay. I got the idea from getting my butt kicked in FF2. Yeah. Now do you mean Final Fantasy II Japanese or released in America as Final Fantasy II but Japanese Final Fantasy IV? But this idea I have where you have a giant turtle boss that you have to fight in the swamp of sadness. Okay, Final Fantasy II Japan. I did buy the whole Pixel remaster series, so I have Final Fantasy II, the Japanese original. I haven't played it though, so I don't know yet what you're talking about because I'm trying to earn my achievements in Final Fantasy VI first before I do other things. I also have all the Steam achievements for Final Fantasy One because that game I played in my childhood on the actual NES. But if you mean my thoughts in general on an area you can access that has a strong enemy for the time you get there, but town's NPCs warn you about the area. If you mean my thoughts about it in general, how I feel about that, well, I feel like story wise, it's kind of cool. If you have the townspeople warn you about that area, kind of make it a very mysterious area, I suppose. Like, yeah, if you go off the beaten path in two, don't follow the story, you suddenly find a level 40-ish enemies when you're level 9. Wow, that's rough. That's crazy. It's kind of like, hmm, Yeah, I wonder, like, okay, here's a good example. Yeah, don't go to the bay to the south. There's a Hydra in that bay. Oh, okay. So what if somebody goes to the bay and they get attacked by the Hydra that's overpowered and kills them? That's actually pretty good. But what, okay, now hear me out. What if there's a way to defeat the Hydra? What if there is a gigavolt? Just like Gao uses here, a gigavolt that can defeat the Hydra. But yeah, and also, have you played Final Fantasy VIII where you have T-Rexar? T-Rexar, you're just going through a forest, outside the Balam Garden, and then you end up fighting this dinosaur that's really powerful. It's a part of Act Two meant to be thought at, it's a part of Act Two meant to be thought at the end of Act Two. Interesting. I like your idea of a boss. But and also maybe what you could do, maybe you have that boss fight where the Hydra defeats you, but it's part of the story. It's meant to happen, kind of like Foon Baba in Final Fantasy VI, the game I'm playing, in fact, where you go to Mobley's and Terra can't defeat Foon Baba, but later on she does in another encounter later. Just some thoughts I had. I hope that answers your question. And you can ask more specific questions if you want. I'll try to come back to the comments. Thank you again for the follow. I'm really glad you're joining my stream here. This is actually really cool to see this. Yeah, that's actually super cool. In fact, right now I don't actually have the chat capture on. I probably need to enable it. In fact, okay, while I still have the game paused here, I want to go to my settings because I actually have some settings. I have a let's see here. Okay, because I actually have yeah, because I know I had some kind of yeah, because where's my files on streaming? Because I know that I have, yeah, I know that I have somewhere on my computer. I have um I'm trying to find because I have a file somewhere where I have all of the data on, yeah, where did I put that file? There's actually a very specific um let's see, because I don't remember where it is because I want people to see. I want people to be able to see the comments, but I don't have the link here. Like I know that I had it configured somewhere. Wait, wait, OBS. Okay. Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to find a very specific. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna look it up. I know that I have the data somewhere. I'm gonna look on my web browser and I'm gonna find the data. Just hold on because I want people to see it. Oh, and there's more comments here. Act 1 gives you both. If you stay around the first continent, you get lower level enemies than around the second continent. You get strong enemies than in the bay. In the far side of the continent, there is the Hydra enemies. There's not just one, but it's a chance to find one as a random encounter. Good experience if you can kill or just avoid the area and go around. The ocean outside the bay lake is safe. Um, I don't know how to set it. If I knew how, I could help you. Okay, interesting. Yeah. Let me look for Twitch because I knew somewhere in my files and my backups. Okay, that's not the one. Okay, I think this might be the one. Okay, let's see here. Okay, I think I think this is the one. I think I found it. It's just weird that I couldn't find it on my actual hard drive, which is a little mysterious. But I'm going to go back to my OBS here, and I'm going to add a browser source, and we're going to create we're going to call it Twitch chat. It's going to be a browser source, and it's going to be that link and 1920. It's going to be 1080. Okay, I'm just gonna try that. We're gonna have the Twitch chat there. We're gonna do that. And so I'm gonna send a test. Oh, wait, test? Yes, okay, great. Now my chat messages are appearing. The text is a little bit small, but it's there. Nice. Okay. Yeah, thank you for the comments. I have not been receiving comments recently, so I kind of got out of the habit. So I very much appreciate you joining me on my Final Fantasy VI stream. Final Fantasy VI is a very special game to me, so it means a lot. That's why I'm doing this low level playthrough. So yeah. Anyway, you're actually about to get to the best part here. So the best part here, yeah, because we've collected all of the chests in this Magitech factory, so we have to go here now. There's gonna be a little scene with Kefka. Yeah. Okay. And we're about to get the espers. Oh, but we have another random encounter. How frustrating. Aspiran. Then we've got Cyan, we got our Thundara. Okay, that's frustrating. But two Thundaras from Cyan. Gigavolt. Okay, there we are. There's our Gigavolt. We got through it. So here's the thing. So here's Kefka, and we're gonna see Kefka abusing these espers. Okay. Okay, and there's more questions. Okay, nice. I have a question. Do you have a community Discord? I'm like in the early way of game dev. I started 3 hours ago on this game. Wow, only 3 hours ago? Wow. This may surprise you, but did you know that I published a game on Steam? I actually published. It's called Chastity. It's my own Tetris game that I published on Steam. Um, And actually, I'm just going to type in the chat here. Chastity. Look up my game on Steam there, Chastity. It's my own Tetris game I made. There's no gravity. The blocks don't fall automatically. You have to make the blocks fall by pressing down. And you can move the blocks up. So it completely breaks all the rules of Tetris. It's a practice tool for practicing your Tetris skills, is what it's meant to be. And I started work on a chess game. I also play chess, mind you. I play Tetris. I love Tetris, but I also love chess. Best single player game, Tetris. Best two-player game, chess. Absolutely. Although two-player Tetris isn't bad. I also can play Tetris 99 and sometimes win. So yeah, I wanted to mention that. So congrats on your journey of game development. I do hobbyist programming a little bit. It's been a while since I've done. I'm usually I'm a writer and a streamer. I've published several books. Just letting you know. My favorite is Chandler's Honesty. It's a series of books where I talk to a unicorn. So anyway, so here's Kefka. Yeah, Kefka is talking about his evil plans of reviving the warring triad. He's doing his ridiculous laugh here. And you see, here's Shiva and Ifrit. So he's kicking them around. He's being real mean to the animals here. Animal abuse here. They're kind of like animals, but they're kind of gods at the same time. They're weird. Espers are funny magical creatures. They really are. So we got through that annoying scene. So we have to come down here. So this part is very weird. We're gonna go here. We're going to use we're gonna use the bucket. We're going to then use the save point. So here we're going to use this save point here. And this part, yeah. Okay, we have more comments. Oh, nice. I'll check it out. LMAO. I like the joke. You want to know a fun time? I was playing Final Fantasy VI and I got to the floating island. Okay, I got to hear what happened on the floating island when you were there. Tell me. I'm glad you played Final Fantasy VI, which is probably why you clicked on this. Yeah, because this is great. So I want to know what happened on the floating island. Kefka did his thing. Okay, Kefka. We know what Kefka is. You know, he rearranges the statues and he's all laughing and kills Cristal. I remember that scene. I've been through it a few times myself. And as the World of Ruin cutscene, an in real life earthquake happened. No way! An in-game, the earthquake in the game and a real world earthquake. Are you in California or somewhere that has earthquakes? Because that doesn't happen in Missouri where I live. So okay, so yeah, you're in California or wherever, and an actual earthquake happened at the same time. No, okay, not Cali, some other place that had. Yeah, there are other places in the world that have earthquakes. I'm sure. I only know of California, but yeah, timing. So an actual earthquake occurred while the earthquake was actually happening in the game. Dude, no way. Well, you'll want to hear something even more wild. One time, okay, so you know, have you played Chrono Trigger? So when it was the year 1999, and lava emerges from the ground, and then is destroying the world, and the human civilization is wiped out in 1999. Well, when the year 1999 came around, my friend Ben Delheim was terrified that Lavos was going to erupt from the earth and destroy the world, that it would literally be the end of the world. at before the year 2000. And I'm like, dude, that is so cool. You know, sometimes these games can really scare the pants off of you. But okay, but let me think of the scariest moment in video games I've ever had. Um, the Redead, the Redead, Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. The Redead jumps on Link and sucks the life out of him, and you can't get him off. And they make these horrifying screams. Yeah, that game is not for children. It's not like the cutesy NES and Super NES Zelda games. Like I'll tell you, Ocarina of Time was terrifying, man. Let me tell you. But that's so cool about the earthquake. That is so cool to know. Wow. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're going to fight flans. There's flans here. So there's Gigavolt. Yeah, wow, that was cool. Gigavolt, another Gigavolt. Wait, I accidentally wasted a Phoenix down because Locke had used a Phoenix down. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's freaky. Thundara, yeah. These flans are pretty easy to take down. Yeah, okay, that's not bad at all. I just totally wiped out flans because see flans specifically appear in this little basement area where you're fighting the yeah, you defeat one flan and then those pop up and then three, so one, two, three. You defeat one, then defeat two, then defeat three. And then after you defeat three, the fight's over. That's actually incredible. The flans are easy to defeat. But anyway, I'm really enjoying the comments here. Okay. Yeah, not Cali, but yeah, timing, best game. Law big, law big, Vos fire, law Vos, big fire is literally what it means. I have a gimmick I want to run by you. Each character gets one book slot. Books can teach spells like Magicite in 6, but no leveling needed. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I like this idea. Clearly, you're a fan of Final Fantasy VI, so you're getting some inspiration for the game you're making from the Final Fantasy games. That's cool. You know Chrono Trigger and you know Final Fantasy VI. Wow. Clearly, we have the same taste in RPGs, no doubt about that. Yeah, this is so cool. Yeah. So you put a heal book, it temp teaches heal. Okay, almost like materia in Final Fantasy VII. Okay, my favorite Final Fantasy is 5. Now I have played Final Fantasy 5 before, and I do intend to go through that entire game. I've never beat the game. I did play a little bit of it, and after I complete 6, I kind of want to go back and do the earlier Final Fantasies that I missed and earn their achievements. You haven't beaten any game, not even Final Fantasy 6. Final Fantasy VI has the most badass story. But then again, I haven't completed Final Fantasy V, so I can't really judge between the two games too much. But Final Fantasy VI, definitely, I beat it. Oh, and I got a corrupted cartridge. Oh, that's too bad. I play them all on the Steam Pixel Remaster because they released for Steam. They released Final Fantasy 1 through 6 for the Pixel Remaster series, and they you can turn off experience points. So I'm not getting any experience points for any of the battles I'm doing in Final Fantasy 6. Let's see. I'm just gonna fight a few more flans here, just because it's so easy to defeat the flans. Gigavolt. Wow. And Locke doesn't do much. Wait a minute. Cyan is not doing his. Well, I mean, no real big deal here. Okay, so here's the thing though. Okay, I'm going to use the bucket, gonna recover the hit points and magic points, then gonna save here. Look at the comments again here. Okay, yeah. Yeah, okay. So I need to battle with the espers here. Yeah, okay, I have to talk to Ifrit, and then there's gonna be a fight. Okay, now this is the tricky part. So if you look at this, I don't think Aspiran actually does anything, unfortunately. No, it doesn't actually do anything, which is actually really unfortunate. That's actually very sad. Um, so I have to use Blizzard. Okay, yeah, that's not good. That's not good. See, for this fight, electricity doesn't actually do any damage. So, okay, so here's what we have to do. Okay, first of all, let's use Libra and find out what we can about Ifrit. Um, hmm. Okay, okay, let's attack Gao because we need to be able to use a different attack because yeah, see, the only way to stop Gao from doing his constant rage is you have to kill him because then then he'll be able to select a different rage to use. So that's the sad part of this. See, what they do is they try to attack your character with their specific element, but then you run into a little bit of a problem because it reflects off of you and then it heals them. That's the problem. I'm trying to use Libra to see what I want to see what their level and their weakness is. Although I already suspect I know the weakness of Shiva. Okay, why won't they cast? Okay, there's Libra. Unable to scan. It doesn't let you scan these espers. Very interesting. But we have to. Yeah, this is most unfortunate. That's weird. Okay. Yeah, Gao is using his Gigavolt. This is this one time when you can't actually use your yeah, okay, we KO'd him. So now we're gonna use a Phoenix down and we're gonna bring him back to life. Okay. Then they use Snowstorm. Oh no. Now okay, now he's dead again. That's dude, that's just tragic. Like that's so sad. Okay. So here's the truth of the matter. We need to make sure that we use our high potions to recover the hit points of all of these characters. We're going to be using a lot of items to make sure. Okay, now here's the tricky thing. Um, okay, this is going to be very weird because I know this makes no sense, but I'm going to use Dark Side. And there's a reason for that. Because right now, it may be Shiva that's fighting against us, but sooner or later, they'll be um, they'll be switching. Okay, see, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna use Fang. We're gonna have Stelis use Runic. And part of the reason for using, yeah, we're using Runic because, oh wait, I just realized something. I used a potion. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I think I may have messed up because, okay, let's see here. Okay, so we used a potion, but using the potion killed Gao because he was undead. So that was something I hadn't really foreseen. Because now, okay, so I have to, okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Let's try using Anguiform. Okay, maybe Anguiform will be a better option. Can Anguiform be used? And let's just use the potions. I wonder if Anguiform will be what we need. Because Aqua Breath. Okay, Aqua Breath is a water attack. So wait, it doesn't do anything? Oh man, that sucks. Okay, this fight is gonna be harder than I thought it was gonna be. Okay, they're all KO'd. Okay, okay, yeah, let's see. I love making battle formulas. Okay, so my magic system I think is a combo of FF1 book learning and FFF6 and FFF7. Okay, I love making battle formulas. Also, a usable item versions of spells a good idea. FF3 Japan. Yeah, isn't ice for Ifrit or fire for Shiva? Okay. Anyways, I gotta go. Hope to see you soon later. Well, thank you for joining me for the time you did. Thank you for the comments, Jesse Spy 2. That was nice. Okay, so this fight's gonna be harder than I thought. Okay, so here's what we've got to do. Okay. If I want to get through this fight, I need to get through this fight. So here's what we're gonna do. What we're gonna do is for the rage, I'm going to have to use dark side. I'm gonna have to do it because I need to use ice attacks on Ifrit. Is what I have to do. Okay, yeah, that wasn't bad. Okay, but here's the important thing is that we can't actually use potions on Gao. We can't actually do it. And because he's a ghost, he's undead, he's slowly losing his hit points. So eventually he will die. So that's the downside. It's the dark side of dark side. But at the same time, we get to use Blizzara against Ifrit. So that's the plus side of this. So yeah, we're getting to if we can do enough damage to Ifrit to end the fight, then we won't have okay. Well the problem is now they've switched to Shiva. So now this is where it gets a little bit ugly. So now because of this, we have this little problem. How does someone recover the hit points of a ghost? How do they do that? Like how in the world? Okay. Let's see. There's got to be a way to do this. I'm trying to figure it out. Okay, so magic. How about can we use silence? And see, he's using Blizzara on Shiva, but that doesn't help anything. That's the downside of this. Okay, let's try using poison on Shiva. it probably okay, but now we're back to fighting Ifrit. So that's not so bad. The only problem is that um we aren't able to actually use any potions to restore Gao's hit points. So he's gonna die, but we'll just have to revive him when we can. So I think that Shiva and Ifrit have, separate um, hit points. So if we do enough damage, we should be able to end the fight. Okay, so now here's so there he is. He's right there. He's using Firaga, and see what he's doing is he's recovering his hit points by using the fire against me, which is kind of unfortunate. Don't like that fact very much. So it's hard to damage him fast enough is the only sad part of this. That's the sad part. Hmm. I really appreciated Jesse Spy 2's comments that on my stream. I really appreciated it. That was so cool to have somebody actually comment on my stream for once, because not many people watch me. Okay, so now here's the tricky part is we're going to so what we want to do. Okay, we're going to do that, and then we're going to let's use runic, and then yep, you see Gao just died. So that's the thing is he's dead now. So we have to use our Phoenix down on him. And unfortunately, you have to get through the Shiva and Ifrit fight before you can actually do anything. So we're gonna use Runic because you can't learn Fyra and Blizzara until after you. Okay, so we're using our potion on Gao, and then we're going. Wait. Oh, wait a minute. Dark side. Okay, there we go. And then we want to make sure we don't use Runic while Gao is trying to use dark side and use um, Blizzara. See, we accidentally used Runic before that. Okay, so now we're going to use let's use Blizzard on Ifrit while Ifrit is fighting us. Because it's not as good as Blizzara, but Celes naturally has use of Blizzard, which is still okay. 238 damage. That's still not bad. It's still really not bad. Blizzara, okay. We just need to take down Ifrit. I sense a familiar saying, okay, here we did it. We did it. We you have Ramus power. So they realize now that we have Ramus power, so they're going to stop fighting us. You just have to damage Ifrit enough to get through the fight. Okay, that's good. Wow. Okay, we're going to quick save. We got through that. This, yes, Magicite. Okay, that's really good. So here's what you want to do. What you want to do here is you want to equip. We want to equip some espers here. So we're gonna give her Ifrit, and then we're gonna give Gao, we're gonna give him Shiva. And then once he learns Blizzara, then we will no longer be dependent on the dark side rage. And even though dark side is nice, it has its downside. you could say it had the dark side, ironically, to use the dark side rage. So yeah, we made it this far, and we're gonna save to all three. So this is actually the perfect place. I got Shiva and Ifrit. I I completed a lot of this game in a short stream, and I talked with my new follower on Twitch. So this entire video, this stream has been so successful. So yeah, thank you to anyone who joined me for this. I'm gonna be uploading this to YouTube as well, but I had a lot of fun. Oh, almost 3 hours. I can't believe I did such a long stream, but it was good. It was really good. I got through the Zozo fight against Dadaluma. We found Terra. We got our Espers. We got through the Opera Scene, destroyed Ultros in no time. Then got the 12 chests in the Magitech facility and obtained Shiva and Ifrit, or Ifrit, however you say it. So now we're starting to really get all the good elemental spells, and there's just 2 more boss fights in the Magitech facility. But I also need to collect those bestiary entries as well. So, that's important. So anyway, I'm gonna end this. I'm gonna end this stream and also upload this to YouTube. A lot of helpful information in here. And not everyone's going to watch this, but this is helpful information if you are trying to do a low level game. Because if you follow what I've done, you'll get to the point I have. It's time consuming, and you don't have to stream it like I'm doing. I'm doing this for the education of the Final Fantasy VI community. Is what I'm trying to do. I'm really trying to just show people that yes, you can play the game with low level characters and still beat bosses, but you have to get a little bit lucky too. So, thanks for watching. Remember, be excellent to each other and party on.